This is a counterintuitive claim. Most of the time, we think of freedom in terms of absence. No obligations, no constraints, no commitments. We think of the open road and the solitary traveler. We think of Walt Whitman and Henry David Thoreau. We think of Janis Joplin singing Chris Christopherson's haunting refrain, "Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose." And so in that spirit, I say to each of you, you are now free to come to the chancel one at a time and perform Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. Nothing's holding you back. You are free to perform Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. But wait, you say, I need a cello and a decade of lessons and 100 other instrumentalists and 50 singers, not to mention a conductor and lots of rehearsal time. Until I'm part of a symphony orchestra, I'm not free to perform Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. Precisely. Until you find a place where you belong, you can never be free. By the way, this same principle applies to football. You aren't free to play in the Super Bowl unless you are part of one of the teams. It also applies to politics. The collection of shared commitments and actions we call government is the prerequisite to our freedom as Americans, not the obstacle to it. Discovering where you belong is the first step toward being set free. On these terms, All Souls is a temple of belonging and freedom. We practice religion here. Our faith, our collective leap of imagination, imagines a better character within each of us and a better world for all of us. This faith is buoyed by a God we can believe in, a God of possibility and promise. And it is sustained by our presence together in worship, where we practice our religion. This is a temple where you can find yourself and be set free. I spend time every week with members and friends of this congregation who entered these doors in bondage, captive to a lonely spirit or a worried mind, a pernicious addiction or a destructive relationship, a lost sense of meaning or a vanished sense of purpose. Again and again, you tell me that the sense of identity and belonging you discovered at All Souls gave you the freedom to make a change for the better. Freedom is another word for everything yet to gain. All Souls is a temple where we discover who we are and thus find ourselves free to make the difference only we can make. Welcome home. Welcome home. Amen. I love you. May God bless us all.